When they finally opened the submarine, every man inside was already dead, but someone had tried to write a message. In the dark. On August 2000, the Barents Sea was calm, almost unnaturally calm. Russia was conducting one of its largest naval exercises in years. Warships moved in formation. Aircraft circled above. Submarines operated silently below. Among them was the pride of the fleet, a nuclear-powered submarine, built for war. The Kursk, 180 men on board, highly trained, experienced, prepared for anything. Or so it seemed. Inside the submarine, there was no sunlight, only dim artificial light, humming machinery, and constant pressure from the ocean above. Every man had a role. Every second was controlled. There was no room for mistakes, because one mistake down there doesn't give you time to fix it. At 11:28 a.m., something went wrong. A sudden explosion ripped through the front section of the submarine. It wasn't massive, not at first, but it was enough. Enough to start a chain reaction. Fire spread. Systems failed, and within seconds the crew knew. This wasn't a drill. Just over 2 minutes later, a second explosion, much bigger, powerful enough to be detected by seismic stations. It tore through multiple compartments, destroyed communication systems, and pushed the submarine down, all the way to the ocean floor, 108 meters below the surface. On the surface, something felt wrong. The Kursk had stopped responding. No signals, no updates. At first, they thought it was a technical issue. Then minutes turned into hours, and silence became something else. Most of the crew died instantly. The explosions had done their job, but not all of them. Some survived, trapped in the rear compartments, in darkness, with limited air, and no way out. The survivors gathered in one section. They tried to assess the damage, tried to stay calm, tried to believe. Help would come, but time was not on their side. Oxygen levels were dropping, carbon dioxide rising. The air was getting heavier. It became harder to breathe. As hours passed, the lights began to fail, one by one, until the submarine was almost completely dark, no sound except breathing. And Nettle, slowly settling under pressure, one of the officers, took out a piece of paper. In near darkness, he began to write, his hands shaking, his oxygen fading. He wrote down the names of the survivors. He recorded the time. He tried to leave something behind. Proof that they were still alive, that they had waited. Above them, rescue efforts were slow, confused, delayed. Different teams, different decisions. Time kept passing. Below, the men could feel it. Breathing became painful. Every inhale, heavier than the last. At some point, the oxygen ran out, and something worse replaced it. A chemical reaction. A sudden flash. Fire in the dark. Not a loud explosion, just a silent end. One by one, they stopped breathing. Days later, rescue teams finally reached the submarine, but it was already over. There were no survivors, only silence, and bodies exactly where they had waited. When investigators entered the compartment, they found the note, still there, written in fading light. A record of the final moments. It confirmed what everyone feared. They hadn't died instantly. They had waited, in darkness, knowing what was coming. The official reports explained the explosions, the technical failures, the delays, but they couldn't explain what it felt like inside, to sit in the dark, to breathe your last air, to wait, knowing rescue might not come. But no report could explain what those final hours were really like, in complete darkness beneath the sea. If you like this story, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button.